Hi everybody, we've tried recording this 3 or 4 times now and Miss 3, Annie, has made it very difficult. She keeps interrupting. I figured if I give her a big cuddle that might make a difference. Today I want to talk to you about something that's been under my skin for a while. I've been getting pretty frustrated with it but haven't known exactly how to answer the question. A couple of weeks ago, a well-known Australian mummy blogger made the comment on her blog that she doesn't like playing with her children. She made it into something of a confession. She talked about how hard it is to get down on the floor and play Barbies or Zuzu Pets or Littlest Pet Shop or whatever it is that the kids want to do. And she said getting onto the kids' level and doing the kids' stuff, she just can't stand doing it. She doesn't like to do it. She's happy to spend time with the kids, but she doesn't like playing with them. I've been thinking about this for a while and trying to work out what the appropriate response is, because in some ways I really relate to that, and I'm guessing you probably do too. We've got stuff to do, and sitting around playing with dolls and playing those kinds of, doctors and nurses games just isn't really that stimulating for mums and dads. The more I've thought about it though, the more uncomfortable I've been with her basic position, and that is that kids aren't fun to play with. I may be simplifying it, and I hope I'm not taking it out of context, but that was the message that I got from the blog. The more I've thought about it, the more I've realised that kids can be and are, so long as we can find something that is mutually enjoyable, something that we can both appreciate. I love taking my kids in the ocean or down to the beach or swimming in the pool. We love running around and playing at the park and having all sorts of good fun doing those kinds of things. My wife loves to bake with the kids and do craft activities and cutting and pasting and all that good sort of stuff as well. So there are a lot of activities that you probably have in your family where you actually really do enjoy spending time with your kids. Maybe it's doing jigsaw puzzles, reading, playing games, and so on and so forth. Last week I was at the Australian Parenting Conference. It was a big conference with a whole lot of fabulous experts from right around Australia speaking at Darling Harbour at the Sydney Convention and Exhibition Centre. I spent 2 days there listening to these wonderful people talking about the ways that we can make our families stronger, better, happier. One thing stood out from a particular presentation related to this exact point. A professor was talking about a study that she had done where she had kids that were slow in their speech and language development. They hadn't really learnt how to speak. And what she found was that parents who read to them as often as they could, and specifically as they were reading, paused and let the children participate in a conversation about the book or the character, those children advanced significantly in their speech and language to the point where they got back to normal, caught up to the other children that they'd been delayed and hanging behind. She said that her research showed that spending time with the children reading was enough to bring them back to normal. But in her interviews after the study, talking to the parents, there was 2 things that stood out really strongly. The first was that a lot of the parents were reluctant to participate. They didn't really want to do it because playing with the kids is hard and boring. But what they found within a few nights of participating in this activity with their children was that they wanted to do it, and they wanted to do it more and more. In fact, often the parents wanted to do it more than the kids. They just loved it. The other thing that really stood out, that wasn't part of the study but sent little light bulbs going off in my head, was I suspect that as much as reading and pausing and asking the children questions was good for their language development, the parents taking the time to spend that time with them every single day for 15 or 20 minutes was what really made a big difference in them feeling loved, feeling safe, and being able to increase their development. If we want to enjoy time with the kids, we've got to spend time. It's hard at first, but when we practice it, it gets easier. If you'd like to know more about Happy Families, go to happyfamilies.com.au. Of course, you may already be there. There's also a whole bunch of tips, ideas, and hints that you can get from how to have world peace at home on CD. You can buy it from the Buy It Now side of the blog. Until next time, bye for now.